with Epstein. It's like super crazy, man. Like super. Just watch this.
But he has scalp reduction, which he had the same female type of woman that we all have. He had scalp which is that. Donald's office, you know, he made that call. He used to be on the phone and say, speak beyond us. But I was kind of funny. I was sitting there listening to the guys from the Post calling him Donald. He'd say, I mean, he's a great guy. I love working with him. And I sit there, like, this is just amazing. He'd say, Michael, come up, let's go to the office. And he said, tell me what it's like. What's it like? He said,
I know this video ain't gonna get a lot of likes, but I had to. Come on, man. Come on. The FBI, like, it's so funny to me. Like, this man is telling you beyond the grave that he was friends for 10 years with Donald H. Trump. So, like I said before about that other video, when I was on Facebook, which you know, Facebook hates it when you talk bad about Donald Trump, but they had a party with him and Epstein. Donald opened the door for him, brought him in, the cameras on both of them. Donald Trump was up there grooving, just up there dancing. Epstein was standing there looking at the girls. I don't know how old they are because, like I said, back in the 90s, the women that look young look older because when they dress up in makeup, and them type of clothes they wore back then made them look a lot older, so you couldn't even tell if they were young or not. But I believe they were. Epstein and Donald was having a full blown conversation. Epstein was up there cracking the fuck up because Donald was saying probably some nasty shit to him, and was pointing at the girl saying, "Yeah, that girl over there, she looked hot." And I'm like, wow. See, and he's denying that he never knew this man. He denied that he never knew him. But the thing about it is, not the denial that people think. It's like when you say that you don't have any tapes of what happened during the time he was with Epstein. Now, it's not just Donald Trump. It's many other people that were, very powerful people that were on that island, and that list is very, very long. And Maxwell, uh, Epstein's, female accomplice that's locked up, knows every single bit and piece about that freaking uh, video. I mean, I'm a list because she's the one that actually, have a list on a spare, uh, uh, you know, I forgot what it was called, computer. And she said if she dies, she's going to bring it out. So if something happens to her, the tape is going to it's going to come out. It's funny. This man lies so much to us people, and people are still defending this man. People are still defending Donald Trump, and this man was on that island. And the girl that passed away, she said she committed suicide, actually said she met Donald Trump and actually was given to Donald Trump. And it's so funny that the lies that these his cabinet is doing to protect him. It's like what makes them so obsessed with this man? Man, I'll be telling every fucking thing. I don't give a damn. He is the president of the United States. I would be saying everything. That man was at that party. See, Epstein's dead. So the only thing they have is FBI footage of everything that happened with Donald Trump and him being together, hanging out together on this island. All these rich entrepreneurs and rich, powerful people on these islands with these little ass kids and doing the most nasty, perverted things to these kids. And the thing that we have in office is a man that's very, very perverted. That's crazy. How do you have a man that will do stuff to children in office? And this man is supposed to be doing 30 years in prison for doing the other thing. You know, and he committed treason. He's doing everything, but everybody loves this man because he's blunt. He's this, but the man is a pervert. He was messing with little kids, 18-year-old, 17-year-old, 14-year-olds. How? Why? Why is it that this man is getting so much love from people and believing all his lies? He's a pathological. He's telling his own people to lie for him, to keep him out of jail. This man could do real big time if they actually find out he was on that list. Now, the FBI knew that he was probably going to be back as president, so they can't touch him. So they're going to wait until after probably be impeached, or maybe that he might not be the president. A few years from now, they could get him with that. But I don't give a fuck. They should do that shit now while he's president, because he can still get arrested for doing that. He can still go to jail. He gets it's protecting the president is the most worst thing in the world, that you have to protect the man that becomes office, man or a woman. You gotta protect them. No, you don't protect them from touching children, dog. It's nasty. You already got these celebrities and these big time name people are going after children, like children. Why are you messing with children? And why do people think it's right to do that when you're president of the United States? And not just that, before he became president of the United States, it's proof all over the place. People seen that man on that island. People, the girl that passed away, even the girl that's probably still alive, it's another girl that even said that he was there. And people still don't believe it. You got people that are saying, oh no, he didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't. Yes, he did. He was messing with little kids. Why do people don't protect the children? The children are important to protect. Why are they allowing these grown-ass men mess with little kids and don't say nothing? And then when somebody do say something, they want to argue them down. They want to fight them. They want to say you're wrong. You don't have no proof. They have proof. They have proof all over the fucking place. But see, Donald Trump thinks he has his power by taking shit and hiding. You can't hide the truth. You can't hide the truth for long, dog. You can't. And everybody say they believe in God. And God's the way and God's the truth. Jesus is the way and Jesus is the truth. How the hell y'all believe this man? He lies every day. He lies every day to the public. He lied about that damn bill. He lied about the people that were in fucking Texas that he don't even fuck about. He lied and said he's going to do this in 90 days. Some shit in 90 days. Get big businesses to come here in 90 days. He not got one business to come here. He has to beg other countries or threaten them with tariffs to get people to come here to fucking to get trade and shit. And y'all motherfuckers believe in this motherfucker. And he hasn't done a damn thing ever since he's been in office except write all these damn bills and sign a whole bunch of crap and talk trash about golfing. And that's it. But now you're talking about the Epstein case, which I'm happy they're talking about, because they knew it was wrong when he did about that freaking immigration bullshit. Now they're getting on him. Now he's going to hide. First, he didn't hide about the immigration shit. He wanted to get rid of immigrants, right? And then when they started talking to Epstein, everybody want to hide and shit. Everyone want to throw the papers in the fire now and try to get rid of the evidence. Like the girl that does the Speaker of the House. She is a fucking liar. She lied for this man. And when they were asking him her questions about Epstein, she tried to skip over to say about something the fuck else. It's like, that's not important to talk about. Oh, he never committed suicide. I mean, he committed suicide. He never committed suicide. Somebody killed him. Because the last person to see him was Oprah Winfrey. People forgot about Oprah Winfrey was the last one to see him before he died. And all of a sudden, he's dead. After Oprah seen him. Knowing Oprah is one of the queens, you know what I mean, of the industry, seeing him last, and he died. They say he committed suicide. Why a man that has so much power over all these people? Why P. Diddy commit suicide, right? If P. Diddy knows a lot about shit that's going on, why P. Diddy do the same damn thing? P. Diddy's going through the same things Epstein is going through. The same exact fucking shit. And nobody's talking about P. Diddy and what he's going through, but everybody know that Epstein knew that he had to make sure he had to get people on tape because he was a scammer. He wasn't really a rich billionaire. He scammed every fucking body out of money, and he needed proof that all these motherfuckers was on that island. And he took videos just like Puff Daddy fucking did, which they got motherfucking things with Puff Daddy the same way they got with Epstein. But they won't kill Puff Daddy, because you know why? The Puff Daddy knows a lot of shit, and he has a lot of videos and tapes that could be out there in a few seconds after that man gets ended. Epstein couldn't do it because they took everything from him, and they try to say that they're trying to hide it But they forgot about the other girl that had that shit was Maxwell. And Maxwell had the same motherfucking shit. And they were afraid of her more than they're afraid of him. So they killed him and kept her alive because she knows a lot more than him. Because she was there when she was bringing all the girls to him. But all y'all motherfuckers want to believe that this man don't do nothing wrong. What the hell is wrong with people, dog? Why are they in love with this man? This man been like this ever since this is before he became president. This is before he became president of the United States. He was doing nasty ass shit. You see all the stuff that he went through. But people like that shit about people. They like dirty, nasty, disgusting people. They don't put them in office. It's crazy how they put this disgusting man in office. I don't give a damn what people say. Oh, he spoke so well at he think he was going to change America. The man was a pedophile, dog. There's people out there that want us to probably talk, but they probably can't. Because, number one, they'll be threatened because he's the president. Then, on top of that, people are not going to talk. They're afraid of things being taken away. Like, all of his cabinet is afraid of being taken away power. So that's the reason why they won't say shit. That's the reason why they defend him. But I never thought the citizens of this country would defend that man. The man that lied and said the man that lied and said he believed in God, knowing he didn't believe in no God. He believes he's God because he believes he's a king. He's not a Christian. He's a Protestant. And he said that fucking on live TV. Then on top of that, this man has lied and said, oh, there's no Epstein tapes. He knows there are Epstein's tapes. He knows there are Epstein's proof of him being with him at these parties because he the one that videotaped. How does Donald Trump videotape parties that he was with Epstein and then say there was no videos? They have a fucking video of him. Then they have this fucking conversation with Epstein that he was good friends with him, and they were partied together. Now you know if Epstein's bringing them little ass girls to parties, who's gonna be there? It's crazy, y'all people out there. Y'all, I don't know. It's the Megs. I don't know. I don't understand why we have this man in office, dog. Why is he sitting in that Oval Office, knowing that everybody got on motherfucking Clinton for what he did? Everybody got on of Kennedy or what he did. And then now, all of a sudden, this man is in office. Everybody got on Nixon for what he did. Now, this man's in office, sitting there, trying to disguise and trying to hide all this nasty-ass crap that he did before he became president. And we don't know what he did after he became president. This man was talked about doing things to women, putting women down, touching women, disrespecting women, and how can men put him in office? How can women put this man in office? After all the nasty shit he has done, it has been proven in court. Then on top of that, he's doing other shit like this, trying to hide Epstein. Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't be on I wasn't on that unless you was, man. When Musk said that shit, that's when everybody said, oh, we gotta start doing some shit. Start doing some let's do some digging. Because when Musk said that shit, everybody started thinking like, damn, I forgot that motherfucker was with Epstein. And he even said that he was on that list. Not just him. Many other motherfuckers that are out there that people be falling in love with, like these athletes, these freaking celebrities, and all these people that are nasty, chasing kids, chasing children. And y'all fucking like these mugs, man. Y'all be fucking celebrating these dudes, man. This man's in office for almost 100 and something days, and this man has been doing nasty. I said it for a long time. Ever since before he became president of the United States, he was nasty. But people don't want to ever believe that because they go, oh, he could change. He never changed. He's still the same man. He's just old. That man even said that he will even marry his own daughter if it wasn't her daughter. Like, are you serious? Don't that put two and two in your head about what that man thinks about women and how he don't care how old they are? He doesn't care. He'll say it on national TV and people wouldn't even notice that he's saying it because he talks so fast. But when people are actually slowing the shit down, you actually hear what the fuck he be saying. He be saying some nasty ass, disgusting, disrespectful shit about women. And honestly, he said something about his daughter that really shocked me. What grown ass man will say, "Oh, if that wasn't my daughter, I would have messed with her or I would have got with her"? Who says that? What grown man says that about their own child? This is the president of the United States that said that shit about his own daughter. And people still elected that man president. People still want to go out there running the polls and put him in office because they didn't care about Biden or Harris. But I don't care about I didn't care about them either. But the thing about it is, you put this man that's nasty. I'm not saying that they probably would have been nasty too. We don't know. But still, this man actually has a video with Epstein. He has videos, conversations, pictures all over the internet with him with Epstein. And this has been going on for years. This ain't been going on for a few days. This has been going on for years. This is ever since he died. And you never heard him talk about Epstein after he passed away. Because you know why? They try to cover it up. So they had to make sure once Epstein dies, which he died during a pandemic for some fucking reason, now they get Trump back in office, they think that nobody will talk about Epstein no more because he committed suicide. Because you know, a lot of people that are Christian don't like to talk about people that commit suicide because they think it's a sin. So basically, when he committed suicide, a lot of people stopped talking about Epstein. But really, honestly, everybody know that Epstein didn't commit suicide. They killed that motherfucker. They killed him. And they killed him because there's a reason why they killed him. Because he had people on that list. And they were protecting themselves. They had to get rid of him. They won't do it to Puff Daddy because Puff Daddy has too much shit going on. He has it all over the fucking place. He has it probably on every internet around the fucking world. Somebody can just press a button and every list will come the fuck up of all the people that were in them parties that he was at. That's why he's not scared. That's why he can go to court. They can throw all the shit in his face. But he's not scared because he knows he has protection. Epstein didn't have that protection. Because you know why? They tried to destroy him as soon, and especially that fucking prince over there in England was over there too, and over here in the United States doing some party and shit too. And even a girl that was with them even said that she was given to him. And even the mom over there was trying to protect her own fucking son by trying to erase all that shit about Epstein. And now all this shit is coming to play, and I'm loving it. I hope this man get locked the fuck up because he did treason. He does all this shit in front of our faces. He lied to us. He made a bill that's going to kill every single human being in the United States with Medicare and food stamps. He's just trying to destroy us. He's trying to destroy the government. He's trying to take away the government so he can run the country with no government. And we need the government because we need the government to help us with certain things that we can't do for ourselves as Americans. Like the sick, the unhealthy, hospitals. We need that shit. So why the fuck are you allowed to take that shit from us? But nobody's doing that and nobody's saying nothing. Because you need the government. That's why they created government. That's why the president is not over top of the government. And people are so mad about that. They want to take the government for what? Why do you want to take the government away? The government has every right to be here. They've been here for over nearly 400 years. The government president really is not even that much older than the government. But they didn't want a king. That's the reason why they put a president. Because the United States did not want a king. That's why they had government. So the government could be the one that control everything, and the president only has to speak to the people. That's it. He's not in charge of shit. He isn't in charge of taking anything from people. But I don't know where these loopholes are coming from, but he's taking shit from people through these loopholes. And like I said, Dick Cheney was doing that with fucking George Bush, going through all them loopholes to help George Bush passed bills that honestly was shocking to people. He's passing bills that, like, goddamn, I never heard that bill before because these bills are being hidden. And honestly, he's going back in the archives to find these bills so he can put back out there that people don't fucking know about. But the funny thing about it is that this man should be in jail. This man should be doing time. He shouldn't even be the president of the United States. And now this Epstein thing coming up, now is really going to hurt him. And he is so fucking nervous. This right here will make you nervous. I don't give a fuck how powerful and strong you are when you're messing with children, knowing that they lock you up. Now, see, it's hard to touch him because he's president, but still, they can still throw some heavy punches at him and make him admit it. Now, see, if he admitted, yeah, I'm on an island with Epstein, but I didn't do nothing, he could probably say, you know, I see a lot of people out there that are doing some nasty shit on that island. I want to get them all locked up. This motherfucker didn't not go after one motherfucker that was on that island. You the president of the United States, right? You were on that island. You seen all them dirty ass motherfuckers, pedophiles on that island, and you did not fucking say nothing. You're the president of the United States. You didn't say that person was there, that person was there, that person was there, but you up there trying to save everybody the fuck else and save your own skin because you know these motherfuckers put you in office to get rid of the Epstein motherfucker shit. That's another reason why he's in office, because the people that voted for that motherfucker was the rich motherfucking people, the billionaires and trillionaires that were sitting on that fucking island with him, said, look, you got to get rid of that motherfucking Epstein login. You got to get rid of it. You got to find a way to get rid of that shit. All right, I'll make that I'll be part of my campaign. But the motherfucker didn't say nothing. Because you know why? He's doing it right now. He's trying to get rid of the Epstein files so it can all be nothing. Because like I said, Puff Daddy's going to still go through his shit. He's going to go through his shit until he be convicted. But when it's Epstein, no, he's dead. They can say, well, it's no proof. That's how you do it. You arrest somebody else that did the same motherfucking thing. But the thing about it is, Puff Daddy got leverage. Now, this is funny. A dead man talking. Epstein's dead, but he's talking because he got tapes, they got videos, they got pictures all over the fucking internet of him, and you can't get rid of the pictures. You can't get rid of that shit. Everybody say, oh, he can get rid of it. No, he can get rid of probably certain things, but he can't get rid of everything. And that's going to catch up to him in probably in a few years. Or maybe probably in 2 years, maybe this year, might catch up to Donald Trump. And Trump be like, oh my God. He's scared, dog. The man is scared out of his ass because he knows that, damn, why are they bringing that up? Damn, I got rid of it. The public should be not talking about this. Because you know why the public's going to be talking about this? Because the thing is that he dealt with little kids. If he dealt with grown-ass motherfucking people, like how Puff Daddy was messing with the same thing, but the thing is that Puff Daddy got leverage. If Donald Trump didn't do that, and he would have been more coming out and saying who else was with him on that island and putting people away so he won't be put away, but this is really going to hurt his presidency because everybody should know that he's a pedophile. I don't give a fuck what anybody tell me. The man's a pedophile. Like, come on, messing with little kids, dog. Why are y'all messing with kids? Like, y'all can't just mess with a grown-ass woman and a grown-ass man? Y'all gotta go after kids? And this is a grown-ass man that's the president of the United States and a former entrepreneur, a former billionaire, a former playboy. This man couldn't even get a grown woman. He married to grown women, but he's chasing little kids. Why? What's the addiction? You growing old, man. Grow old with an older woman. Why you need a little kid for? That's why you got grandkids. That's why you got children of your own to raise. And you're looking at them and smacking your lips. I can't imagine what that motherfucker was thinking when he had his kids around him. Like, that's fucked up. When he said that about his daughter. I'm like, yo, who says that? What grown man says they will do that to their child? Or what grown woman will say, I will do that to my son? That's some nasty ass perverted shit. We're living in a world that people can go to be president of the United States when you have all these motherfuckers around here are perverts and all of them are on social media, all of them on, you can even look them up and you can see all of them spread across the motherfucking state. And you see them up there around the corner from you, up the street, your next door neighbor or your friend might be one of them motherfuckers. But this man's the president of the United States. You see him every fucking day on TV. And he's talking. And I'm looking at this man. This man's nasty. He always got all these blonde-headed women inside his Oval Office and shit. Like, that's all he likes is old blonde-headed women. And he likes the women that are, like, so he can control them. He loves controlling. He likes controlling everything. If he's not in control, you're not going to be part of his cabinet or part of his cult. If he is not controlling you, he'll fire you. He'll get rid of you because you're not saying yes, master, or yes, king, or you're not bowing to his feet. And this is what this man is doing to the United States. He hates the fact, it's not even Democrats. It's anybody that's not even a Democrat or a Republican. It's not bowing down to him. And he's mad about that. So he's using everything in his power. Because you got King John, you got John Woo, you got motherfucking the president of China, you got Putin. They're not bowing down to him. He don't like that. So he has to try to pretend like he likes these people knowing that they don't like him, knowing they don't give a fuck about him, and knowing they're using the living shit out of Donald Trump. And they know that Donald Trump is in that fucking island. They know that. They know Donald Trump is nasty. They know that. Them powerful motherfuckers don't want nothing to do with him. They're going to use him to get what they want. And then they're going to turn around and probably invade this country because he's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And he's up there smiling. Hey, let's make a movie together, Putin. Hey, let's make a movie about the United States versus Russia. How many movies has been out about the United States and Russia? It's been going on for a long ass time. People forgot about Rocky. Everybody forgot about other movies that had. You forgot about the movie that they made the atom bomb. That had a deal. That was fucking deal over Russia. Like, people don't understand that the United States deal with Russia every fucking day, because that's all they fucking talk about. It's Russia. And they've been talking about Russia ever since the Cold War. Before that, the Cold War, ever since World War II. They've been talking about Russia. So it's nothing different that the United States is afraid of Russia, but Russia don't give a fuck about the United States. The only thing they care about is getting what they want and getting the power they can keep. The United States is worried about other countries, and we're not worried about our own. Donald Trump is trying to make everybody worry about other countries and deal with other countries that we shouldn't even fucking be worried about. We should be worried about our own country and our own currency, and worried about these motherfucking nasty ass motherfuckers that in the office that are walking around with their weed cards swinging all over the place, chasing little kids. That's crazy. I don't understand. Like, we living in a world that we hated them people back there. When I was growing up, we hated them. We despised them. But now we got a man in office that's sitting there chilling with a powerful pen in his hand, can write anything he fucking want on a piece of paper and get it passed. But you got this man that's been dead for almost 5 years, talking beyond the grave, saying, "Listen, this man is nasty. Y'all need to lock that boy up." And I thought that they would actually do something about that during the time that he was, before he passed. I thought they would actually start locking people up, because even Donald Trump said he's going to start locking people up during the Epstein case. And I'm like, why did this motherfucker just sit there? He's going to lock everybody up, and he never fucking locked the motherfucker up. Only thing he did was pardon every fucking body. And he pardoned the people mostly that was on that fucking island with him. Because he had to. Because he had to protect himself. He's not going to just protect the people. He had to protect himself, because they know he probably had to keep them quiet. He had to keep them quiet. Like, listen, dog, I'll give you a couple dollars. I'll give you somewhere to live. You can move out of the country. You can do whatever you want, as long as you don't talk about that Epstein trial. Epstein. As long as you don't bring that up. And when they brought it up, Donald Trump probably got so fucking nervous when he heard Epstein's name. He probably like, God damn, they're going to bring up that shit. Oh, man, I can't have this. I just became president. Now he's running around trying to hide shit. And his cabinet trying to hide shit. The FBI is saying, look, dog, are you out of your mind? We have proof that you fucking was with him all the fucking time. And he's going to lie and say that the paperwork was on her desk, knowing the paperwork probably wasn't on her desk, or it was, they probably just didn't look at it because they probably just threw it to the fucking side or threw it in the trash can. Because Donald Trump said, listen, you need to get rid of that. I don't want that. You got to get rid of that. You got to find a way to get rid of them papers. You got to get rid of them Epstein, whatever. You got to get rid of them. And she's like, okay, I'll get rid of them, Mr. Trump. I love you. Like, come on. Who wants a man in office that mess with children, dog? It's sad, man. It's sad how this country is working, dog. We try to get rid of immigrants and say immigrants are doing all these things to people, but now you got this man with this man named Epstein. Now everybody want to sit there and look around at each other like, goddamn, who do we elect? Now you got Republicans upset about this because they know that motherfucker was on that island. They know he was. They knew he was before he got elected, that he was on that fucking island. They knew it. They still put that motherfucker in office. All because they said, oh, we're going to change the country. We're going to change this. Man, he didn't give a damn. All he wanted to do is get in office, is to get rid of Epstein. That's all he wanted to do. He already got whatever he wanted with the bill, all that bullshit. That's all. These are all like walls that he's trying to block off, because he knew that Epstein was going to come up pretty soon, because they want to know what happened to the Epstein files. The people were asking about that. And Donald Trump used immigration, the bill, all this stuff to block off that Epstein shit. Because when Epstein started coming out, then he had nothing to fuck to say because now they're on his ass about it. And he don't want to talk about it. He'll skip the subject. He'll talk about something else like horses and cows and golf. Then his fucking, what's that bitch name that was sitting up there with the front? I can't stand her ass. She sits up there and lies for him. This motherfucker sitting up there. One reporter asked her about the Epstein joint. She made up this whole fucking story about something the fuck else that had nothing to do with the Epstein joint that the bull asked her. Then another motherfucking dude asked her a different, the same question in a different way. She was all out the blue, so where the fuck out? Oh, well, I just, well, Donald Trump is doing a good job. What the hell is him doing a good job of doing something? Then the Epstein. We asked you a question. The man asked you a question about Epstein, and on the list. You went on a whole different subject that had nothing to do with it because you're trying to protect this man. You're trying to protect the man just because these motherfuckers don't want a Democrat in office. I didn't give a fuck if a cat was a Republican and he was in office. As long as we didn't have him in office. I don't care if a donkey was in office. The donkey that is a Democrat or the elephant that they prefer as a Republican. They need to have that motherfucker in office. I'd rather have that in office. I'd rather have a roach in office. I'd rather have a little kid in office. I'd rather have a Musk son in office. After he told Donald Trump to shut up. And he told him he talked too much. That was so fucking funny when that little kid said that. But y'all put this man in office. And y'all know he nasty. Y'all know that he's disgusting. And you know that this man doesn't care nothing about the public. Only thing he cares about is his own self and the rich. That's all he cared about. If he cared about us, he would have went straight down here himself to go and see what's going on down there in Texas. He could have went down there and said, okay, I see everything's going wrong. Go and find these motherfuckers. He's so worried about gutting the damn government. That's all they talk about. We gotta gut it FEMA. Why are you worried about FEMA? Worry about the people. There's 108 people that died in Texas. And there's a lot of people that are missing. And he still hasn't said shit. Oh, the FBI is really doing the government's really doing their job right now. Won't you take your little looking like a freaking dusty ass fucking cheetah potato chip and go down there and go and look and see what's going on down there? You're a grown ass man. You're supposed to be our leader of the country, and you're not. You're sitting in that fucking White House because you're afraid to go outside because them motherfuckers are probably going to sit there and probably chastise you for that fucking bill. That's the reason why he don't want to go outside, because he is so hated by Americans, hated by America. He don't want to go outside because he's afraid to go to Texas because they're gonna go at him in Texas. What he's doing down there in Texas. That's why he don't want to go. He's sending his little cronies down there to y'all go down there. I'm not going down there because if I go down there, they're gonna fucking chastise me or they're gonna probably try to get me. He's afraid. He's a little girl. He's scared of people, man. Y'all think this man is tough. He is scared of people. He sent his cronies to go down to Texas to sit there and talk about the levees and dams, but he can't go down here himself and talk and say, listen, I'm very worried about the people that are missing. Those are the people that died. Talk to the families, the people that died. Go walk around, look at the damage, look at the destruction. No, he doesn't. He stays at the fucking house, White House, or he stayed in New York chilling while everybody's sitting up there like, oh, goddamn, where this fucking president at? But now they bring up the Epstein joint. He really hiding now. He's scared. I'm happy that he's scared, dog. I'm happy. I'm so happy that he's scared. He needs to be. This man mistreated people for so long, man. He mistreated people ever since he was a playboy. He mistreated immigrants. He mistreated blacks. He mistreated every culture because he had money. And he believed everybody that didn't have money was lower than him. And he still thinks to this very day that everybody that doesn't have a money, that's not billionaire or trillionaire, or anybody that got any type of money in their pocket, they're worthless. So all he's going to do is take, and push, and give to the rich and make the poor suffer. And I'm happy this Epstein thing came up. And I hope it don't stop. I hope it don't be like the immigration joint or be like how they just did Black Lives Matter. I hope they keep this shit running until this motherfucker say, okay, look, I do got motherfucking list. There is a list. Because he's going to have to come out and say it. Or they're going to find it. Or that woman Maxwell's going to come back in the fold again. She'll be like, hold on. Time out. And there's a list. And I know she's going to say something because she's still alive. And people forgot about Maxwell. She's still fucking alive. And all she had to do was just say, well, that motherfucker is lying. I was there when he was there. Because she was there when he was there. At the party. She was there. Right next to him. She took pictures with that motherfucker. And you want to sit there and say that there was no such thing as fucking any type of fucking list. And she was there. That was fucking basically. They were saying they're basically together. Maxwell and Epstein were together. They basically were like doing like grooming young girls into whatever they wanted to groom them in. And these men were coming around trying to find young blood, and they found young blood through Epstein. Just everybody was talking about Puff Daddy the same way. Oh, Puff Daddy's doing all this nasty shit. But what about this motherfucker, dog? Now we have a reason to talk about somebody else besides Puff Daddy. Now, Puff Daddy doesn't look that bad to this motherfucker. He's the president of the United States, and Puff Daddy's not. So it's kind of hard being a man that's in office that's looking over his shoulder because they're going to come at him. And I hope they keep going and going and going at him. I hope they don't stop. I hope they don't pause. I hope every fucking reporter asks a question about him being on that island. Because that island existed. And that island existed for a while. He built that island. No, he bought the island and he built it. And that island, I'm never going to forget that island, what it looked like. It actually looked like one of them islands that you would, take to a circus, like, it's like a little circus joint. And they had little kids on that island, dog. They were finding out a lot of things about that island that they were sitting there like, God damn, we can't let these motherfuckers find out anything about this island. But we got to figure out a way to get rid of this man. Epstein knew he was going to die. He knew it. I think they should have put him in that prison. They should have put him somewhere else to protect him, like they did Puff Daddy. They put him in a prison. They protected his ass. This prison that Epstein was in, he wasn't even I think it was even in a maximum prison. But he was in there by himself. And how Oprah Winfrey go and visit him, and next thing you know, the man's gone. But they said he committed suicide. Why would a man commit suicide? What was he afraid of? He wasn't afraid because when he had them interviews, he was sitting back, chilling, talking a full-blown conversation. Like, you need to watch the interviews they had with Epstein. When he was in that room, he was sitting back, chilling, laughing, and giggling, and saying some crazy-ass shit. And he didn't look afraid. He wasn't afraid because he had motherfucking leverage. And it was them videos. It was that list. He had leverage. And he had a woman that he knew that he counted on to make sure if anything happened to him, them things will come out. But the thing that they did was they told Maxwell, listen, we can't let you have these videos out. You got to give us all your fucking videos. She didn't give all her shit away. Why would somebody give all their stuff to somebody? Puff Daddy didn't give all his shit away. He probably got shit all over the planet. That's the reason why they can't touch him. Because he would have been just like Epstein. But they can't touch him because he has so much leverage on every single celebrity, athlete, very important person that he has been around. He has leverage on them. He has, and yeah, they'll probably try to ruin him with, Chassis and all of them. Yeah, but that probably he doesn't really fucking care about that. He only cares about that other thing, which he can say, listen, bring the tapes. But they're keeping him quiet. They're keeping him quiet. I don't know how they're keeping this man quiet. Because Puff Daddy look like he a snitch. But I think that he's probably not snitching because he probably wants all that back that he used to have that he lost. He's trying to get that back. But I'm trying to tell you, if something happens for him to come out and start talking, he's going to start talking. Donald Trump is going to keep himself quiet. And he's going to try to keep everybody else quiet. And that's going to hurt him because it's going to come out that somebody else is going to say something. Because everybody's going to say something. Because you already had Bus that already said something. It's going to be more people coming out and saying stuff. And this is a man that's supposed to be the president of the United States and sitting in that Oval Office. Sitting there. And he's scared. He's fucking scared. And I love it. All this tough, trying to be Mr. Superman, all that bullshit. That's all game. He was never tough. Everybody know that he was never a tough man. Yeah, you can speak all you want. Like Tyson always said, you can always talk shit until you get punched in the mouth. And now he's getting punched in the mouth. Now he ain't saying shit. He's getting his cronies to protect his ass because he don't know what the fuck to say because they have proof. And he don't like the fact that they got proof. They don't like that they're bringing out the old videos. They don't like when they're bringing out the motherfucking old videos of Epstein talking about friendship and this or that. They probably got shit that Donald Trump never seen before. Or probably forgotten all about. Because remember, he has problems with his fucking mind anyway. So he probably got shit that he probably never even known that Epstein reported. He probably got private tapes hidden somewhere. That he probably coming out and saying some shit that he probably done. And he's probably trying to find that shit too. But he's using immigrants. He's using that bill. He's using all this shit to cover up of what he had done before he became president of the United States. Or probably when he was the president of the United States, he was still doing the same shit with Epstein. And he's trying to hide it, but he uses shit to make us say, oh, he's not a bad man. He's a good person. That man's not a good person. He's probably a good person in a way of, you know, everybody doesn't know that Trump was a giving person, that he did do his thing when he was when he was helping people, trying to become entrepreneurs. But the man was still nasty. The man was still nasty. And y'all put that motherfucker in office. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. How can you do that? What makes you put a man in office that did so much nasty stuff to children? How? I don't get it. And it's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. And people see this shit. It is crazy that people are saying it now, but people knew this before he became president. He was doing this shit. And they still put him in office. Oh, the Democrats. That's what they always try. Well, he gonna blame the Democrats next? Oh, it was the Democrats' fault why I met Epstein. It was the Democrats' fault why I was on that island. It's all freaking Biden's fault. It's Harris' fault. It's Obama's fault. It's Clinton's fault. They're the ones that it was all their fault. It's their fault why I was on that island. It's their fault. He's gonna blame them, and even if they were on the island, shit, they probably don't want Donald Trump to say shit, but I heard there's a lot of rumors that a lot of them were on the island. All together, all the politicians were on the island with him because he knew all the politicians. He knew all the powerful people. He knew kings. He knew queens. He knew like politicians that were on other countries. He knew a lot of people. A lot of rich, famous motherfuckers he knew. Athletes. People that we will never be in our lifetime or ever be able to hang around because these rich motherfuckers always, they're cults. They hang and they hang with each other. But they do the most nastiest shit because they think of things because they're bored. They got money, but they're bored. That's all they do is have money. What else can you do when you have money? Be bored. They can travel the world, spend money on everything, but you're still bored. They don't have a life like an average person does that doesn't have any money because we can do stuff we can have more fun. And I say this all the time. People with less money have more fun than people that have money. And people that have money are bored. They don't like to stay in one spot. They like to go and like to do adventure, they like to invent shit. Like they like to, hey, let's go mess with some kids. We got the money to buy a whole bunch of fly the kid of an airport, bring them down here, and we do whatever we want to. You can see it been going on for thousands of years. Like all these kings in Greece, Rome, and all these motherfucking kings that be messing with little kids and shit like that, bring them into parties and get rid of the women and bringing the little boys in and dress them up as girls. One emperor killed his wife by accident by kicking her to death. Then he dressed a little boy that was 14 years old as a woman, took his jaw off. Then on top of that, when he died, the king after him fucking took him and did all this shit in the middle of the Roman Colosseum, and the young boy killed himself at the age of 16. The young boy that was married to a man because the king said that he looked just like his wife that he killed. So he dressed him up as a woman, chastised him, took his jaw off, and made him into a woman. In his mind, even though he was still a little boy. Then, after he died, he was given up to another king, used as a sex slave. Growth, that's what they call it. They call it growth in the middle of a coliseum. Then, the young boy committed suicide. That's funny how these powerful people with all this money need to go after innocents. For what? Because they can have control, because you can't control a citizen. So you go after the kids because they're easier to control because kids don't have no hate towards them. And they think everything, they're trying to please whoever they're trying to please. But that is so fucking nasty to see that happening to little children. Like I see these little kids running around and I see how innocent they are, how playful they are, and how they want to be loved. And you got some grown ass man or grown ass woman staring at these little kids and thinking nasty thoughts in their head. Why? Why? You got grown women trying to go after teenagers or a teenager because they never had that type of guy when they were young, so they have to go after young kids. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. You're grown, lusting over a child that's only 18 years old. They're still teenagers, teens, 19, 18. That's a teenager. 20s, then you're not a teenager anymore. But you're still a teenager when you're 20 years old, when you're 19 and you're 18. You're still a teen. See, people are trying to go backwards where young women were marrying men when they were 14 and marrying a guy who's like 27 fucking years old. They try to change these laws to protect children, to having kids at a young age. But it's hard because now you see your own president in office getting in trouble, almost basically afraid to actually admit of what he had done because he afraid that he's going to lose his power. That's how you lose your power, because it's not like that, like he was a king and he could do anything he fucking want and nobody will touch him. He's thinking, oh, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, I'm trying to make myself king. Yeah, I can do whatever I want. I could do anything I want. He can't do everything he wants. I keep telling people presidents don't have power. They don't. The government is the one that has power. He's trying to get rid of the government so he can become this wannabe king. Because once he gets rid of the government, he has full control over everything. That's why the government is trying to fight him and try to like, you can't gut us. You're not gutting us. They're trying to keep their power to keep him from becoming a king. Because if he becomes this motherfucker new reign king, it goes through family. And we don't need no king. That's what the United States fought the British for, to not have a king. That's why they became independent. They used to have a king that ran this country until they went to war with that fucking country of England to keep a king from being to run this country. That's the reason why they fought in the Revolutionary War, to keep them from having a king. This is the reason why this country is independent. That's why we only have presidents. That's why all these countries around the world got rid of kings. Except England, for some reason, they still got a fucking king. But they got rid of all the kings around the world. Except in certain places in Africa, maybe certain places around the world, they still have kings. But most of these countries don't have kings. And most of the countries that have kings have government. He's trying to get rid of the government so he could become king, so he could be more powerful than running the country with his own motherfucking power. And the United States don't need that shit. We don't need no king. We already have a government. The government is supposed to protect the citizens of this country, not the president. The president is just protecting us probably from war, and he can sign a couple of things to help us make this country a lot better through the economy and many other things. But he's not doing that. He's raising tariffs. He's doing the most dumbest shit. He's hiding. He's saying the dumbest shit out of his mouth. He doesn't stay on the subject. When people ask him questions, he's all over the place when he's having these fucking rallies that doesn't make any fucking sense. When he goes to talk on stage to the public, he doesn't make any sense. And people still, I'm sitting up there like, these motherfuckers voted for this man. This man, they took time to go into the fucking elected booth to vote for him. Because they are so afraid of change. They want the country to become white for some fucking reason. They want this country to be a white country. This country will never be a white country because this planet doesn't have that same look that it did thousands of years ago. This world is not a dominant, one culture world. This planet is diverse. The United States is diverse. There's really no white motherfuckers. Really, honestly, it's really not even nationalities are really all mixed. This has been going on for thousands of years, and now the United States is actually mixed. There's really no white dominant culture in this country. You can't say we're going to make this a white country. How are you going to make this a white country? There's no pure white anywhere in this country, because this country has been diverse, has been mixing for hundreds of years. Ever since the first boat came here from the Native Americans, mixing with the Native Americans, mixing with the Africans, mixing with other cultures like the Chinese, the Japanese, all these cultures that came into this country, white people mixed with. So how the fuck you gonna say this country is, you gonna make this country white? You can't make this country white again. You can't do that because this country is so diverse with all different races and nationalities. And you're trying to get rid of all these motherfuckers. What you're gonna get rid of who? White people gonna be like at least about a small percentage of white people being here. And how y'all gonna create a nation full of white people knowing there's only 300 something million people here in this country? It's like you're like living in China or you're living in Japan that has over 1 billion. We have less than that. We have over 300 something million to 400 million people living in this country. That's not a lot of people. And this country's not even that big. And we're trying to make it look like this country is dominated by white people. White people are making it look like this country is dominated by white people, but it's not. And they know it's not. They want it back, but you can't get back something that you stole. You stole something from someone that already were here. Then you're gonna make it like, oh well, we can make it white again. You can't, because you already mixed with every fucking culture. How you gonna fucking make this culture white again? You can't make this country white again. You only gonna make it because you're gonna stay the way it is and leave it the way it is. But like I said, you got these white supremacist groups that are in office that wear suits and don't wear the Klan. They don't wear the Klan shit no more. They're politicians. They're leaders of the country. Those are the fucking true racist motherfuckers. The true the people that actually, are white supremacists are the ones that are wearing the suits and ties. The ones that we put in office. Those are the white supremacists. And we got them sitting in office right now. Right now in the Oval Office. You got the leader right there in the office right now. Sitting there chilling. But he's scared. I'm happy that he's scared. And I hope that they really dig deep in this Epstein shit to get that motherfucker out of office, man. Because it's been over 100 days. And he has been doing the most dumbest shit ever since he became president of the United States. It is sad that we live in a country that we're afraid to live in. Or we're racist towards each other. We're hateful to each other. But this man has been doing a lot worse and making us look bad to other countries around the world. Now, this Epstein thing goes out to around the world, man, you know they're going to be fucking saying some shit about this country. Because that motherfucker right there, whatever he did before he died with Trump, these people around these other countries that are presidents, prime ministers, and all them, popes, they're going to be looking at this country like, God damn, they put a pedophile in office. And how do you think America going to look? We think we're the greatest country in the world with a motherfucking man that's in office that was on that island 5 years ago, or maybe probably not 5 years, 3 to 4 years ago, was on that island with that man. Or maybe years ago before that, when the island was created, because we don't even really know when the island was created, but he was probably with them on the island years before he became president. And all these motherfucking people around the world is looking at the United States like, God, they put in pedophiles in office. We don't know what Putin will be faking. Putin be like, God damn, I didn't know you were like that. Like, God damn, like, you really gonna make your country look really, 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 really bad, yo. Now, if he didn't lie about the tape saying, well, we're still looking at it, we just gotta make sure we look through every single nook and cranny of these files or this list to find out who the people that were on this island. It would have been good, because people would have been like, they would have left it the fuck alone. This motherfucker said that they don't have no fucking proof. To say that, now you're going to have the public and people that know Epstein and been around Epstein and Donald Trump is going to come out and start saying shit. You already had one. It's going to be plenty more behind Elon Musk going to say something, because Elon Musk is just one of probably 1,000 that probably knows that motherfucker been on that island with Epstein and was chilling with him and with these little ass kids. They know this. That's the reason it's going to start coming out like Puff Daddy. People like to say Puff Daddy's nasty, but you got to look at the man in the Oval Office too, though. Don't just be blaming shit on Puff Daddy, the things he been doing, because he did some nasty shit too with some kids. But this motherfucker's your president. This motherfucker's being seen every day. This motherfucker is sitting there in the Oval Office, one of the most important seats in the world. He's sitting there. And y'all put him in office. Because y'all wanted this tough, masculine, bullshit-ass masculine man that's really not masculine. That wears a diaper. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, come on. And he wears a toupee. Like, come on. A masculine man standing there trying to think that he's tough, but he wouldn't even go to the hood. He probably wouldn't even go to a white neighborhood and stand up for himself in a white neighborhood. Because he's afraid of everybody. He thinks money is going to rule everything over everybody. And once you take that money away from him, he's nothing. He's nothing without money. He's nothing. He's just a name. And everybody knows that he's just a name with money. That's it. He don't have no power. Money gives you power only for a limited time until it's taken away from you. And everybody knows that God gives it, he also takes it. So his power can be taken away from him anytime. It's just that the American people got to take the power from him. The government got to take the government has to do something to take that power away from him by impeaching him or locking his ass up. They got choices, but it's hard because he's the president. And I get that. But it's going to be a point that this man is really... This man is just afraid. You can hear it in his voice when he was talking on the Twitter feed. He was afraid. He's like, God damn, man, I'm going through this. I thought I got rid of this shit. I thought I could get rid of it because I'm the president. You can't get rid of shit because you're the president of the United States, dog. That's going to follow you. Everybody's still talking about what happened to fucking Bill Clinton. Everybody's still talking about the Nixon and Watergate. Everybody's still talking about shit that happened nearly 100-something years ago with, nearly 200-something years ago with Lincoln. George Washington as a slave owner. But everybody's still talking about Truman. Everybody's still talking about the presidents of the past. You can't, everybody talking about Kennedy. Him messing with, what's her name? Like, you know, dissing his wife and shit when she was pregnant. Everybody knows this. When he was messing with Marilyn Monroe, him and his brother. Everybody knows about the past and the dirt that they had. That's always going to be over top of a president's head. He knows this is bigger than all that put together. All that shit that went on in the past is nothing like what he's doing, what he did with Epstein. And Epstein is dead, so he really can't defend himself. That's the reason why that they want that motherfucker dead, so he can't defend himself. Or he can't be in court because he was supposed to go to court. And he was supposed to tell everything. But he didn't because he never got a chance to reach court. Because they ended his life. It's a coward move because you got cowards out there that are afraid to face justice of messing with children. They're cowards. He's a coward. He is a fucking coward. That's what fucking Trump is a coward. He hides behind money. He hides behind rich entrepreneurs. That's what he hides behind. He don't hide behind, he don't really hide behind his public or his citizens. He hides behind money. That's all he's been doing for the last past how many years? What, he's 73 or something like that? And he still act like a child. This man up there doing these little acting things, like he's still running the business like he's doing his old TV shows. This is not a business that you should be running the way you do your old TV shows because you're messing with professionals. You're messing with grown-ass men that have been doing this for decades. You're coming in trying to think that you're an entrepreneur and you can run the country like an entrepreneur. You can't do that. Just because you have leverage with rich people, that don't mean that you know politics. You are not a politician. You've never been a politician. And you're in office because they put you in there because they wanted somebody to leverage the country or do their bidding to help the rich, and also hoping that they don't talk about Epstein. And now Epstein's being talked about. Now Donald Trump is scared. And all the people that were on that island with him is going to be scared. Because if the FBI said that they have actual proof of everybody, because they could have brought out that list anyway. They were going to give it to the public. Like they were going to put it on the internet and give it to the public. But they didn't because they had to stop it because Donald Trump was coming back to be president of the United States. So they had to try to find a way to get rid of it. So they will make up a lie first, say, oh, that's on the desk. Yeah, I'm looking at it. But they know that it wasn't really on the desk because they have to find some way to try to say, you know what, we're going to lie first, then we're going to say another lie because people are going to actually believe the lie is true. Because we're going to have a lot of Megs out there that's actually going to believe that there was no proof because they love me. Donald Trump really believed that everybody likes him. He has that in his own head, that everybody likes him. And he doesn't do anything wrong. He's thinking just because he has power, he's president of the United States, everybody should worship him and get on their knees and beg him, oh, please, Donald Trump, don't take this or take that away from me. Come on, man. You're having your own life. You're going to a point that you're going to have everything taken away from you as a president of the United States if everything go down the line like it's supposed to of you being a pedophile. Because they should be locking all the motherfuckers up. Really, honestly, they should be taken to another country and have their hands chopped the fuck off and their penises chopped off like they do in other countries when you touch little kids. But they don't have the rules and laws here like they used to have here. Where they had the guillotine sitting out front and you couldn't even do shit because that guillotine was sitting right there. Or they used to chop your head off with an axe in public. In China, and I think in China, they used to do other things. And even in the Arab countries, they were far worse. When you used to touch kids, they would chop your whole penis off. And chop your hands off and chop your tongue out your mouth because you lied. So that's what they used to do in other countries. So they won't bring that here to the United States because it's inhumane. It's not humane. Touching a little child is inhumane. Man, if these motherfucking pedophiles out here want to touch kids, get that axe and chop that joint off. They will never touch a child again. Or you have that motherfucking, you have it on TV. Any man or woman touch a child, they're going to get they're going to fucking get chopped the fuck off. And I bet you anything, these motherfuckers will never touch a child. But they do. They allow them to do this. This is how they get them locked because they can make money off of prisoners. So they let them do everything they want, and it's nasty. I don't know how you touch children. I don't understand how. It just doesn't make no sense to me. How do you get so obsessed with looking at kids? It's so disgusting and nasty and inhumane. And we got people that do that every day. And they go to jail for 5 months or a year or 2 years. They're out again doing the same thing. And they live in the same house or the same block. They live next to schools. They're down the street from a park, which they're not supposed to be. They be walking around knowing they're not supposed to be outside walking around any children. But they do it anyway. But nobody says anything. But now you got this man and that's actually should be, having a piece of paper signed that he is a pedophile. But he's not. He's never going to be that. Because they're going to make sure this man never go to jail. And it's sad. It's so sad to see somebody that thinks that way about children. It's sad. It's corrupted. It's just innocence, man. Innocence. We don't need no children, dog. We don't need kids, man. Like the way we treat kids nowadays, the way children are doing whatever they're doing because they're so mistreated. Like, nobody protects these children, so they do whatever they want. And now you got these grown-ass men and women looking at them, licking their lips, and talking about, I wish I was their age. What? This motherfucking child's 6 fucking years old. What are you talking about? Oh, I was just joking. Motherfucker, you wasn't joking. It's not. Oh my god, man. I get off this thing, man. It's making me mad, yo. It's really, really making me mad. This country is so disgusting, man. How do we let this man be in office and the things that he is doing to this country, and not just doing the country of what he had done before he became president, and we are not upset about that shit. This shit right here should be upsetting people, dog. To seeing this man being brought from the dead, talking about this other man that's our president, and he's sitting up there saying there's no files, no lists, no nothing, and people believe him. People are defending him. They think it's just. And these motherfuckers supposed to be Christians and religious. And you got this nasty ass man in office. Fucked up country, dog.